Hey there, this is Bug Powder Dust. Thank you for joining me. It's been a long time coming. I've been off air for a long time, but I'm back. This is a Let's Play of Rimworld, which at least 100,000 million, no, a few people have been asking me for. So I thought, well, what the hell, I'll do it. So here I am, I'm back with a clear microphone and a squeaky chair. And we're going to get to it. Without further ado, so there's a couple of rules I want to try and stick to with this playthrough. First, I'm going to do it on Boreal Forest. I'm going to do Randy Random just for a change. So I don't know how long this colony is going to last. I'm also going to try and get technology focus, so I really want to try and get somebody with a very high research skill and try and get up through the ranks. And my end game is to build a spaceship and GTFO. I'm not going to dilly-dally, so that's going to be my main focus. Now, I've very rarely done it, and I know that getting a spaceship up and running since 1.0 came out is actually very difficult. As soon as you fire up the reactor, you get loads of raids thrown at you. So we shall see if we even get to that, but that's kind of my aim. So I'm going to go ahead and get the seed and the starting point started, and then I'll check back in, and we can start doing the character choice, which I think is the more interesting part of it. So bear with me. Oh, and before I forget, just to show you, going roundy random, medium, with reload any time. I don't think this is going to make much of a difference to this particular playthrough, but I thought that's what I'll go with. I'm going to use a seed vampire as well. Let me just type that in, as I quite like using that one. And I'm going to click generate, and I'll see you on the character creation screen. Okay, here we are on the character screen. Now what I'm going to do, the rules I've set myself, I'm only allowed to pick from these three, and on each one I can re-roll their stats twice. Now I'm not using any mods, this is completely vanilla. So let's see what we've got. We've got a penguin, a colony settler. They've got good mining, they've got good plants, they've got reasonable medical, so they're quite a decent all-rounder. Creepy breathing, a wimp, and gay. None of those things are going to be a problem. Good health, no relationships. Okay, we're going to go with that for now. Smelly is a message carrier. Can't do intellectual. Okay. Teetotal, hard work, careful shooter. In a relationship. So this is not ideal because although we've got plants at 8, which is good, and we've got medical at 6, which is good, we need construction of 4+ to be able to build the power, the early power generators, and we need high intellectual, which we don't have. So what do we got here? It's high social, neurotic, kind and greedy. That's interesting. And they can't do violent. They can't. Okay, so we're going to randomise this person once. A wimp, psychically hypersensitive with a chemical interest. No. And then finally, I think we're going to do one more. And this is the only one I can do on this one. Okay. So this is the character that we're going to take in. One-San, space merchant. Good shooting. Good construction, so that's another box ticked. Can't do caring or artistic, so they can't be a doctor. And they can't do anything arty, but that's fine. They sleep quickly, which is great, honestly. I've never had a colonist with that before. But they are greedy. They want an impressive bedroom. I'm going to have to bear that one in mind. Good with social, so good at converting prisoners, which is really good. Okay. I'm happy with that. That's another box ticked. So with Smelly the message character, we have to get intellectual. Because it's the only thing that we've got kind of low in. That's really important to start off with. So Smelly, I'm going to press it once. No. Although, good crafting. This is so... Crafting's really good though. I mean, that's really tempting. What's our crafting like? Yeah, it's... No, I did say we want to go with the intellectual. We need to get our technology up. So crafting will be useful. And other people do, well, in fact, Penguin has got a small flame in it. I have to press it one more time because I need the intellectual. Okay, fair enough. So what we've got then, so these are our three: Penguin, Russo, One-San. So Russo has got also good in social. He's good all-rounder, not particularly impressive in any area. Great memory, so he should learn quickly. Yes, no, in fact, he'll lose unused skills at half the rate. Okay, Cannibal. Okay. That could come in useful. And a jogger, so they're going to move quickly. Okay, I'm happy with those three. They're actually pretty well rounded. Not the intellectual that I wanted, but that's okay. We can work around that. We're going to press the start button and we will land on our Boreal Forest map hex that I have picked. Okay. And we have got a Labrador called Snuffle. Okay. Could be worse. It could have been a Chihuahua. Not saying that I hate Chihuahuas, but you know, got to be tough out on the rim. So what have we got here? We've got a... Okay, this is relatively defensible. We've got lakes we can make them walk through. I'm looking for a geyser, so we have one there, and we've got... Is there any rich soil? Boreal Forest, I mean, you don't get a long time to grow things, so rich soil really helps. Well, there's loads of it down here. Interesting. So bottom left hand corner it says rich soil. Well, so it's fertilised 140%, which is, well, grows almost half as fast again as normal soil. There's a geyser. This is a very defensible position actually. We could force them to come through here. Set up a kind of a kill area here. So that'd be quite good. We can block this off nicely. I think the prohibition on where you can construct probably comes to about here or so. So yeah, I think we're going to move all our stuff down here. This is going to be a bit of a drag to start off with, but that's okay. We can get established. This will be quite nice actually. Yeah, I think we're going to do this down here. We can turn this into a building, like their starting area just to start off with. So yes, let's do that. Right, first thing we're going to do then, set up a zone. We're going to do a stockpile zone. Just put it here for now. We can deal with the intricacies later. We're going to choose this, and we're going to, in fact, let's do this the other way. If you aren't aware of this, you can do this. You can say allow. If you right click, you can unforbid all items on the map, so it saves you having to click everything. So do that. Everything's unforbidden. Now what we're going to do, first thing also, is we're going to go to work, change that to manual priorities, and just spend a moment or two in here. Oops. We're going to set these to what I always set them to. So you're going to doctor, and you'll be maybe the fallback. Bed rest always comes first. Basic always comes first. Warden, you've got two people who are very good at wardens, so you'll always be warden 1, you'll be warden 2. Handling animals is pretty... They're all much of a muchness, but you do have the burning desire, so you can be the handler. You don't need to touch animals at all. Oh wow, we got... Oh god, we've got bad cooking skills. Okay, this is going to get some food poisoning to start off with. Hunting. Right, who's got the good skills? It looks like One San the Merchant. Let me just check your bio. You got shooting 8 compared to 4 and 1. Okay, so One San, you're going to pick up the bolt action rifle. Who's got the 4? So Risso, you get the pistol, and Penguin, you get the stibbity stab. I thought it was a knife. It's actually his tail. Where's the knife? Where is the knife? The knife, ah, there it is. Okay. So you get the plasteel knife. Cool. Right, let's go back to the work tab before I forget. So you're the hunter, and yeah, I'll just leave it on that. Construction. Well, everyone's got to do construction to start off with. You're the priority constructor. You've got 2, and you've got... it's not very good, is it? Growing. Yep, you're definitely number 1. Mining. 7, 1, and 3. So you can be the miner. Plant cutting. I'm going to put plant cutting for everybody. Smithing, tailoring, arts, craft. We don't get that for now. Let's put hauling 1 for everybody to start off with. Honestly, this person's going to be quite... Penguin's going to be the busiest here. I don't want them doing research, because even though it's on a 4... Let's just check. Has anybody got burning ability on intellectual? They don't. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to make sure that someone else does the research, because Penguin's going to be too busy doing cooking and God knows what else. So let's get the janitor on it. It quite amuses me. And we'll put that as a 2 for you as well. Okay, let's run the game. So they should now start hauling all this kit the long way around by the looks of it. Why are you not coming through here? Is this not passable? It is. Okay. That's interesting. Going all the way around. Okay. What we're going to do is, while they are doing that, we will get the constructor to set about building some walls. Something temporary to start off with, and then I can expand out at a later date. Put door in there. Cancel those 2. So I believe, because your construction's set at 1, One San will come and do that first, hopefully, and the rest will carry on hauling stuff. This is all out in the open, so it's not ideal. But that's okay for now. That's a long way round, isn't it? Good gosh. Okay. Do you know what? I'm tempted to say don't haul the wood, so let's just disallow that because it's extra trips that we don't need right now. We can use the wood from down here, we can chop trees and stuff. So in fact what I might do is I might get him to chop some wood now because he can't build anything at the moment. Having some food. So chopping those trees, which is quite useful. Let's chop that as well. Okay. Excuse any background noise that you can hear. Got some people outside. The window's open. You've noticed a brisk 11 degrees centigrade. Right, what's everyone doing? Just sort of chilling out. You're going for a walk. Okay. So I've purposely not put down any colonist beds because I want to get the shelter up before I allow them to sleep. And hopefully they won't fall asleep on the ground. Alright, cool. So while they're doing that, let me put in... slow this down a bit. I'm going to put in some sleeping spots just for now. And I'm going to put in some beds as well. So if they have to sleep early, they can do it there. Otherwise they can put in some beds and build the beds themselves. So what's temperature? Temperature is 23 degrees centigrade, so we're not in any danger there. So has most of the hauling been done now? No, really not. As soon as this kit, the clothes here, gets put into a stockpile, then they'll put them on. So what's happening down here? Oh, we have some sleep going on. Let's put in an animal sleeping spot as well. Just to give them somewhere to sleep. And also, in case you didn't know, if there's no animal sleeping spot, I don't think they will get healed by the colonists if they get hurt. There has to be a sleeping spot of some sort. But I could be wrong. Okay, so it's sleepy time. Let's speed things up. Have a quick look round. So we've got a geyser there. Now where's the ancient danger? It's probably in here, isn't it? Spanning the whole of that. Yeah, that's what it looks like. Okay, that's fine. I don't think there's another one on the map. Doesn't look like it that I can see. Some interesting stuff going on here. These things, gonna have to go and deal with them in due course. Some food there we can collect. Because they're going to spread. Hopefully kill some raiders, that'd be hilarious, but that's a long time off yet. So they're still hauling this stuff. Good, beds are created, so let's deconstruct these. Now, what we like to do is get them established with stuff that's easy to make and keep them happy to start off with. So what I'd like to do, because we can get to the other stuff in a minute, I think put in a quick table, some stools, just for now. Then we need to get this base established. I haven't played for a long time, so have to excuse me if I'm a bit rusty. It's going through the machinations here. Need to get a kitchen up, need to get a freezer. We've got plenty of time for that though. However, the next thing we do need to do is start growing. So we've got let's make sure this is rich soil. I'm pretty sure it is. It is. Right, okay. So let's get some growing zones set up. Do 6 by 6. It's going to keep the grower busy for a long time. So that's going to be potatoes. That's fine. That's going to be rice. It's going to be strawberries, I think. Strawberries, and I think we're going to have for long term get some heel root going. Because heel root is incredibly useful as a backup. Now, how much wood do we have? 27. Okay. We're going to get not a campfire. We're going to get a torch lamp in here just to provide some light. Let's deconstruct this bed so we don't want to sleep in there. It's got lit, and let's quickly not bother that floor for now. What have we got here? Right, what we're going to do, we're going to move the food inside just for now. Let's quickly get this addressed. Storage, clear all, foods, don't want foods outside. have foods inside, and likewise for the medicine. We absolutely don't want medicine outside deteriorating. Let's move the medicine in here for now. Clear all. Manufactured. Medicine want there. And we don't want medicine there. So I'm a little bit surprised. Oh, that's right. Somebody took off their synth thread pants and put on the flak pants, didn't they? Which obviously came with. So yeah, there we go. So he's got the flak vest and the flak pants, and he's the best fighter. So he's going to be involved in fighting more than anybody else. So that makes complete sense. Ideally, we would put the helmet on him, but honestly, that's micromanaging we can do without at this point in time. We just need to get all this up and running. Next thing we're going to do is get some power. So we've got a wind turbine, which is probably a good idea. Let's get that up and running now. Where's the best place to put the wind turbine? Probably here, out of the way. So I'm going to be expanding in this area. I think a wind turbine just on the edge here would be quite good. Having said that, we'll be stringing power quite a long way. So I'm thinking maybe down here. That'll do. Power conduit. Now, the other thing with the wind turbine is we don't want... Actually, that's a very bad spot because it covers up the geothermal. So what we're going to do is I'm going to put it somewhere else. Maybe on here. Yeah, that looks good. Put it there. Now, what I might do, in order to make sure this area stays free of trees and stuff growing up and blocking the wind turbine, I'm going to turn it into a growing zone. Because that will have the side effect of all these trees are going to get chopped down. I'll grow potatoes, that's fine. And then on the back end here, what we're going to do is we're going to put cement down. So again, it doesn't grow. But again, that's kind of long term, I think I'll do it, or medium term, should I say. But I do need to chop these trees down in the short term, which will be quicker and also give us resources over there. And yeah, that's got all. Okay, so the wind turbine's up. This is great. Get power into the in here. So the food's inside, the medicine's inside. We need more space for more food. Let's expand it. So you should get another 20, 8, 16. Oh wow, just need another one. Perfect. Okay, so we've got 30 food for now. So that's good for sort of 10 days or so. But by that time we'll have got our own food source. Right, so what I need to do is work out where we're going to put stuff. So we're going to need the kitchen, we're going to need a freezer, they're going to need to be next to each other. So I'm thinking we don't want to come down this way too much because we've got our food source and sort of supplies, so we can head upwards. So I'm probably going to mine this out. How much wood we've got? 521 wood. Okay, let's quickly bang up a floor. Make sure they're happy with their surroundings. This is generating electricity because it's blocked by all this good stuff here, so that's okay. Got some Yorkshire Terriers join. Oh, bless them. There's loads of them. 3, 6, 8. Yeah, the trouble with Yorkshire Terriers joining, and as much as I do love them all, is that I believe they are only meat eaters. Oh no, I take it all back. Seeds, animal products, meals, processed food, liquor and kibble, vegetables, raw meat, corpses. That's a problem. That's actually quite a big problem. 3, 6, 8 of them. Okay. We're going to have to leave... Do you reckon they eat human corpses? We're going to have to kill some stuff so they can eat it, because that's a lot of Yorkshire Terriers. I'm actually quite concerned about that. Yeah, okay. Okay, so what we're going to do, first thing we're going to do is we're going to make sure that the animals don't come into here. I don't want them eating the food. It's just not going to happen. So manage areas. Let's get a new area. That's not the right one, is it? Yeah, it's got to be. It's an animal area, right? So let's call it, rename, restrict to outside. And we're going to do that. And the quick way to do it is we'll expand allowed area, restrict to outside. So I'll say that. Okay, bear with me. You see what I'm doing. Where are we? Animals, manage areas, invert. There you go. So we've now inverted the restrict to outside area. Now, all these guys, basically, apart from the Labrador, are now going to be restricted to being outside. Just make sure we got that right. Yes. So they can be anywhere apart from inside our building, not where our food is. So we're going to hunt the turkey, and we're going to hunt a couple of these things. We can leave their corpses out, then the dogs might eat those, because I think having a pack of Yorkshire Terriers could be really useful. There you go, so he's dead. Now if I... Yeah. Oh look, yeah, so Ollie did eat it. That's great. Okay, missing body parts 11. So each dog takes 11% of a turkey. So they don't have a massive appetite, which is good, considering, you know, obviously they're quite small. So as long as I keep some corpses for these guys, do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to stop hunting those, because they're going to rot before they all get eaten. I don't think Yorkshire Terriers have a very big appetite. This is quite new to me. I've never had to bother with this. Heal at Confederacy. That sounds quite good. I'll go with that. Bangasho. Yeah, whatever. That's ace. Cool. Right, so the dogs can roam free, and they can do whatever they like. I will get around to taming them, which reminds me I need to actually get Snuffle trained. Snuffle's eating some food. Dude, really? I don't mind, because you're sort of cute Labrador, so it's absolutely fine. Right, so they are slowly... What are my colonists actually doing? Let's have a look. Going for a walk. On the floor, hauling. So you're still hauling. Right, I get it, okay. Just that medicine to go. Now, that medicine isn't being moved because we've run out of space, haven't we? Yep. So let's expand. Where's expands? So that medicine should now be collected. Right, so they're going to work on that. Now, right, so this is going to be mined. Have I got anybody on the mining? So many dogs. So much movement. So we've got Penguin obviously tied up doing a lot of the planting, but that's fine because that's going to be over soon. Not refrigerated, but it'll last 2 days. Okay. Well, the dogs can eat this meat. That's fine. Could do with another person joining, ideally. So that's probably the last of the stuff to be collected, I believe. Yeah, that's been... Okay. So we've got food, we've got tables. Everyone should be relatively happy. Wants to sleep with one side. Okay, they've had a relationship, of course. Yep. Awful barracks. Yeah, blah, blah. Can't do anything about that yet. Suck it up. Lucky to survive the starship crash. Need to get this mined, really. I want to start expanding. Got visitors. Oh, I'm digging their face masks. Anyway, I think, yeah, okay, right. I could do the getting double bed for these guys, but the debuff is not that big a deal. What I'm going to do, I'm going to build a kitchen now because we've got power. So. Now, if I remember correctly, the kitchen electric stove. Oh, it's 3. Okay. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll cancel that and I'll cancel that. Let's go with the wooden wall. And put in a stall for the cooking. Yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to cancel this because that will be part of the wall. Get rid of that though. Sorry, not that one. Gonna mind that one. There you go, lovely. Ah, mad raccoon. Okay. Thanks, Randy. Right, okay, boys. Let's get this. Actually, if I put myself over here, the mad raccoon might attack one of these guys first. Then they can dispatch it. Look, watch, 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 watch. Here we go. Outstanding. Well done, mate. Says I have something to deal with it. Now what I'd like to do is, this is going to be my fridge to start off with, so if I actually make that a zone, call that Stockpile Zone for there, and we're going to say, clear that. We don't want rotten, we want fresh, and we want foods, and we want corpses, we want animal corpses. Yes, good. We'll make that preferred priority, so we're going to actually make sure that we don't get... corpses are gone from there, and also food's gone. Perfect. Now, also we need a butcher's table, so let's set one of those up as well. Put that there. So there's one of me I've got low food, which is because I've moved it from here, and it's going into this zone here now. So let's get that structure put up first. And I'm going to forbid this just for now because I want to make sure. Hang on. Ah, alright. Let's just forbid that for now. I want this to be built first, ideally. So they can do this first because I want this to be enclosed again. Ah, and these little... Oh! They're eating my food. I need to expand that zone, don't I? Give me a sec. Zone. Clear allowed area. Restrict to outside. Yeah, guys, you ain't coming in here or in here. Just shoot. Shoot varmints. Don't want to eat my food. Eat the corpses. There's oh, there was corpses. Oh, the dogs have eaten them already. These chihuahuas, man. Okay. Let's hunt those two. Okay, we'll speed it back up again. Alrighty, so let's get in some doors. And wooden walls. Let's unforbid that. Ah, yeah, let's forbid that. I don't need to collect it. Leave it where it is. And don't collect that either. So then the dogs can eat it. I'm assuming forbidding it doesn't stop the dogs from eating the corpses. I'm hoping that's the case anyway. Right, so I need to put a roof on these two. No sooner said than done. There's a butcher table. Perfect. And we're going to stick in a wooden stall. And let's get in a couple of lamps. It's all going very well. But I do forget that we've actually got... This is Randy Random, so... Me saying it's all going very well really doesn't mean anything. Okay, that's good. Expand the zone. Okay, so next we need to do is make bills. Add a bill. Butcher creature, do it forever. That's fine. Bill, add bill. Cook simple meals, do it. So you have, let's say 15 for now. That's good, so we need a door there. Is this working? It is working, excellent. How much metal have you got? 928. That's great, so let's stick down some concrete. Is paved tile is neutral? Nah, it doesn't matter. Stick that for now. The benefit of putting in concrete is that fire won't spread across it. The problem with fire, of course, is embers, and it can set this on fire. So, although I've dealt with it a different way on this side, it's still a fire risk, so... Marriage? Wow. You guys don't hang about. You've only been here for 5 days. Okay. In that case, we need to make a double bed. Maybe their own room as well. But you know what? Let's get to that in due course. You can have a double bed, but you're sharing a room with everybody else. Okay, do you know what? I think time is running out now. That's quite enough for the first episode. We've actually got a relatively good colony set up, and let me just take that. I don't honestly think the dogs are actually eating those because they're forbidden. So we've actually got a relatively good colony up and running so far. It's all looking good. Thank you for your time. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Please do leave any comments or suggestions or something you'd like to see, or point out something I'm doing incredibly wrong, because I am quite rusty, like I said. And I will be back with another episode as soon as I can. Take care.